Hi Libra, how are you? Time for a reading. Checking in, see what's going on. What messages does the universe have for the greatest and highest good for all of you Libras out there? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Let's see what's going on in the world for the energies at this time. So we are what? Oh, on the equinox. Happy equinox. Time of balance, that's your symbol, right? The scales. So hopefully a lot of you Librans are feeling really balanced. Just be careful about giving somebody a chance that probably wouldn't be in your best interest. Okay, so if somebody reaches out and they want you to come out and help them, just be very leery. Like if, you know, things are stirring inside going, I don't think I should really get involved. Don't. Okay, just saying. All right, let's see. What comes out on my table, we have the Moon card, Strength reversed, and the Six of Pentacles. Ooh. I think you can't pretend anymore that you have enough to keep going. I don't know what that means, but I just feel like, you know, you've been keeping this really close. It's like, I feel like, you know, you're walking and everything, you've got yourself all covered up, trying to make things work. But I think you're getting to that point where you can't pretend anymore that you've got enough to go on. So I think priorities need to be reevaluated on some level. I feel like you're up against other people, okay? You know, it's like there's what you want to do for the good of everybody. Like I feel like there's a kind heart there. But the problem is like the more you give, the more people want from you. And it's not just one person. And then if you don't give it to them, I feel like you feel like you're being attacked. Yeah, see, I get this, like there's there's people around you, you know, and you're always having to defend yourself. What's that about? Some of you are searching for your freedom. I mean, there's this energy of, I think there's what you know you want to do and what you're doing. It's like your ego is telling you to like hang in there and keep going. But I mean, these cards are saying that you're running out. I mean, it's just a matter of time before, I mean, you have just enough to keep going, but then what? You know, you don't pretend it's better than it is. And I feel like you're starting to look out and see maybe there's more out there for you if you were single. Because right now you're involved with somebody who I just don't feel like they're good for you. I hate to be, I'm always the bearer of bad news, you know, but listen, you come here because I'm here to tell you the truth, all right? And this person, this Page of Pentacles, he's reversed. The Wheel of Fortune. It's like there's whatever it is that you are involved in, it's a bad idea. Whether it's a person, and it brings up a lot of conflict. You know what I mean? Like, look at all the conflict. You know, and it's like your pride, your ego is what's hanging on to it. But I feel like this is one of those things where, you know, the Moon card, it's your intuition, it's your dreams, it's things that are hidden. They start to come out. And then now you're having to have to defend yourself. Just be very careful how you walk. You know, because there's this part of you that wants to get away, wants to be free, wants to go out and see what else is out there. I almost feel like there's, through other people, other sources, your interest is piqued. You know what I mean? It's peaked. It's like somebody might say like, oh yeah, you know, this person, they moved to North Carolina and, you know, they're going to do this, or they're going to open up a business with an old friend of theirs. And, you know, and then you start thinking, wow, you know, I have this friend lives on the East Coast. I wonder if maybe, you know, what they're up to. We always talked about this. I mean, I think you start to search out what else is out there. Because there's also a part of you that has set yourself up so that you're okay, no matter what happened. But there's this need for you to drop your ego. I mean, this is a very egotistical card. I mean, it's also, I mean, wishes not coming true. But when it's reversed like this, a lot of times you have to look at your pride, your ego. You know, that could be where a lot of this conflict comes up. And maybe you need to look at that. Because the way you're going, you know, you're not going to have a good outcome. So something has to change. And it's this need for you to be very selfish. You know, because when you start to, like, do things for yourself, that's where you get in trouble. Because, you know, people want you to give over this way. But you don't have enough to do that anymore. Like, you know, there's something about, you know, giving money to other people. It's like you, Libra, I mean, how much money do you have to give away? Don't you need some? So I think if you're involved in anything that, you know, takes from your money, your pockets, I think you have to be very careful. All right, what else do we have for our Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs? Ooh, the Empress comes out. See, the Empress. Once you make the decision that you can no longer continue to keep giving and giving to these people around you, because I feel like there's, and that's where the conflict comes up. The minute you stop giving, oh my God, they're going to be pissed. And now they're going to make you feel bad and blah, 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 blah. You know, it's like you can't let that stop you from your wish, your desire. Because you want your freedom. I feel like you have your own way of being and thinking, and it's gotten you into a little, you know, hang up. So now you've got to figure out how you're going to deal with it. But this Empress, I love it. You know, because to me, that's somebody who is, you know, that's somebody who's strong, empowered, beautiful. I mean, they've got it all. I mean, you know what you want. This is the divine feminine energy. And, you know, she's holding up this wand here. See, the light just went on back there. Kind of funny, huh? But anyway, I feel like, you know, it's like, that's powerful. You come back into your power. But you got to swallow your pride. You know, you can't keep giving and giving and giving if there's nothing there to give. You know what I mean? And the minute you take your life back into your own control, now you turn into this Empress. You know, so you can't keep lying. Because I feel like somebody keeps taking from you. It's not making you any happier. You know, it's just like there's this torn element of like, oh, but there's so much love. They won't love me if, you know, it's like, look, people need to love you whether you have money or you don't have money. If the only reason why they're around you is because you have money or you have something to give, you know, maybe they're living with you. Oh my gosh, now they're encroaching on your space. More than one person. It's one thing that it's your person. But I think you need to come to terms. I mean, here we have the Seven of Wands, and then out comes the Five of Wands. But in this one, look, everybody needs to hear everybody out. Because they can't keep taking from you. They keep taking from the savings. So you can't turn your back on this. I mean, you got to get control of your life. And it's like you don't want something to end, but, you know, it's got to come to an end. You know, and if you're involved in something, in some kind, if I feel like if you're involved in some kind of a scam or business, or I mean, it's not working. Somebody's got total control of the whole thing, and the other one's left out. I feel like be very careful. I feel like, you know, you got scammed. Someone might have gotten scammed. I don't even know if this is making sense. All right, it's just I'm feeling what I'm feeling. I'm seeing what I'm seeing. Outcomes of Magician reversed. See, to me, I feel like you need to be very careful, Libra, that there's somebody around you. Somebody around you trying to manipulate, control. Could be another earth sign, because we do have both the Empress and the King of Pentacles. I mean, you know, this one, look at the big bull in there. You know, so, yeah, Libra. I think you need to look, I think you need to have some vision. You know, and it's going to require you looking at yourself, what you need to do, having courage, having strength that you feel like you don't have. You can't sit back and do nothing. Right? You can't sit back and do nothing because you're looking at something very unfortunate coming down the pipeline. So if you've invested in something, I feel like you've gotten scammed. So if there's a way to get out of it now, get out now. Yeah, put that to an end. Close that door. What I like about this card is, like, you see this person, he's above everyone else. I mean, you can rise above this, okay? You can get through this, you can get past this. Let's get some advice, all right? Advice. Oh, King of Pentacles reversed with the Four of Pentacles reversed. Okay, and here we have this King of Pentacles. So there is somebody around you who's controlling. I think, you know, if that's the person who keeps wanting you to give over here and give over here, and they're telling you what to do, I mean, you've been hanging on for a long time, and now it's time to let go. It's time to let go of somebody who, you know, it's almost like, it's one of those things, all right? And this is just an example. You are with somebody, okay, and say you are a female. All right, you're a female, and your grandma, when she passed away, she left you her house, right? So now you're living in this really great house that grandma left, and, you know, it's got a little bit of land and everything else, and you pay all the bills, right? So in comes your person, okay, and they're like, oh, we're going to make this work. We're going to work the land, and we're going to, you know, I mean, just all kinds of, like, things that are just going to make this the best place in the whole wide world, as if they own it. Yet, this person, they do not add any money to pay the bills. They eat all the food. They do nothing. They have people that they want you to feed and take care of and possibly even buy shoes for. I mean, you know, that kind of thing. But it's their place, you know, because now they have taken ownership of your property. And you want some freedom from that, you know, because, you know, they can't be calling the shots as if it's theirs. So it's time for you to open up. You know, because you don't have enough money and you can't hold on to what you have. It's just a matter of time. Look, see, there's the skeleton here, this clock. I mean, this has got to come to an end because this person's out of control. And the way it's going to end up very unfortunate for you. So you got to step up to the plate. You got to say something. You can't not say anything. Okay. And as hard as it is, you're going to have to, like, do it. Especially if they're taking everything from you. Somehow I feel like you're being scammed. All right. Anything else for our Libra? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. And I'm really hoping some of you had a backup plan. Because if you did have a backup plan, okay, because I think there was a part of you way back there at the beginning when this all started that was always prepared for this day, when you knew, you know, at some point you were going to be searching out for another direction. I think you're cashing in on that. Yeah, that was working for you. This was not. This whole thing with giving people, that was not. That was a lie. It was going, and you knew it was headed down a bad road. Excuse me. Yeah, it was not working. And you can't work with these other people. Like even that. So, if they come back wanting to offer a little bit more, I mean, you have to stay focused that even though you would love to keep going, you know, it's time for you to move on. You can't keep going in the direction you're moving. You know, that's not going to lead you anywhere. You know, so as much as it is, I mean, you're trying to like keep everything. I mean, it's like you don't want to have to do what you have to do. But if you don't, everybody's going to be left really unhappy. I mean, it only gets worse before it'll get better. It has something to do with being scammed in some way. Oh, look, out comes the Three of Cups reversed. I mean, this is really, I mean, threes. I mean, there's other people involved, and they're taking from you. Don't let them do that. Don't let them do that. All right, Libra? All right, listen, I'm going to end it here. So take what works, leave what doesn't. Messages are for the greatest and highest good. So, thumbs up for me if you like this reading, and I'll see you at the next one. Until then, bye.